Hello everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video and a Scrap FX design team project. So today I am playing with the Sunrays and Leaf tags that are in this month's release from Scrap FX. They're beautiful, like lace cut tags. You can get them in craft and in black, and they were just crying out for a really colourful background. So I grabbed a couple of Dina Wakley tags. They were the largest ones, and here I'm just going in with some sort of sunset colours and just blending those colours going down the tags. I've got quite a wet brush, there's no gesso on the tag, I'm just going straight in with the colours here. So I think it looks to me like I have used fuchsia, eggplant, cheddar, tangerine had a disaster. That's really annoying. I think the nozzle got blocked and then all of a sudden it just spurtled out everywhere. I was like, oh my days, I don't believe this. But it's okay, look, it's all rescued, just mopped a bit up. Excuse me. And then the last colour, actually I think that might be cheddar, not tangerine. So that even might have been Sedona above there. I think it was. So I think it was fuchsia. Eggplant, cheddar, no, Sedona, cheddar and lemon. And then this is the lace cut tag in black. I felt it was just perfect to go with these colours. So what I was going to do is lay it over the top, and then I decided that I was going to add some transparency underneath, just to create a bit of interest underneath the tag. So this is the chicken wire transparency, and so I'm just cutting a piece of that off and just going to put that so it's under half of the tag, so there's only a bit of it showing. And then I'm also adding a little bit of stamping. This is just a text stamp that I've got. I have a feeling it might be a Stampers Anonymous one. I'm using some black archival ink and just going in and adding a little bit of stamping onto the tag as well. Then I'm going to layer these together, a bit fiddly, like that. And I was just working out what the best way was to get them to sit together properly. So I went in with a bit of my clear glue just to anchor that transparency down first. Very sorry about coughing. This is the remnants of COVID. And then just layering that over the top. And I love how that transparency catches the light a little bit underneath the cutout tag. Sorry about the dog barking. And then I'm just using the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher just to get that tag in place. And then I often tend to colour over the staples. I just get a black Posca pen because I don't like I don't like to be able to see the staples. I think it can detract from the journaling or whatever it is you've created. So I just put a little bit of black Posca pen over the top, and then I decided I would go in and use some Posca pens in white and just add some white dots, some of my signature white dots onto the tag as well. Then this circle is from the Word Rings Transparency, and it's got beautiful scripty writing on it, so I am just stapling that into the centre of my sunbeam. And then a page in the Craft Junk Journal, I'm just going to use some double-sided tape and stick that in place because I'm going to stick another tag behind it. So here I go with tag number 2. So this one I'm going to be using greens. So I've got, I think it's fir and evergreen and sage. These are three colours that are so pretty together. I don't often use greens in my journaling, but these greens are really lovely. They work so nicely together. And obviously these are from Dina Wakley Media. So again, I'm just adding the paint onto the tags. There is no gesso on the tag, just going straight in with the paint. Quite a wet brush so that the colours will kind of blend one into another. Although I wasn't particularly worried about to see where one colour finished and another one started. It didn't really matter. So you can see how pretty those are together. Then this is a pale grey archival ink, and so I'm using that on the honeycomb stamp just to get a bit of interest onto that background. So a bit like I used the transparency on the other one, I'm using the stamp and some ink this time to create that interest on the background. But I didn't want anything too obvious, too in your face, because I didn't want it to detract from the beautiful lace cut element that was going on there. This is called the Rainbow Feathers collage paper from Scrap FX. So I've chosen one that had kind of blues and greens in it, and I'm just going to stick a few pieces of this onto my tag. I'm going to use gel medium, matte medium to stick these in place. So you can see here I've got those stuck down, and then I've just stuck down the tag. I used a bit of clear glue to stick that in place. Just going in with a bit more. Excuse me. These little nozzle bottles are really, really good, really useful for this kind of thing where there's a lot of detail and lots of little fiddly bits, where if you were using a glue stick, you'd be getting glue everywhere. So then, because this had kind of like little berries on it, I went in with a small round brush and used some blackberry and just picked out those little berry details and just added a little pop of purple on those, just to make those stand out a little bit more. So a bit of a contrast with everything else that was going on. And then here I'm using a Signo Uniball in white, and again I'm just going around those little berries, and this is acting as a bit of a contrast, so it's kind of pulling those into the foreground, because without the white detail around them they are very much in the background, and this I think just kind of helps to start to bring this together. Then using the same pen, I'm just going to start outlining the leaves as well. I'm just adding a little highlight onto those berries too, so just drawing carefully around those leaf shapes. Again, just to try and pull those forwards a little bit, and just pull those details out. So again, I'm using one of the word rings transparencies and just adding a little bit of text onto my tag, using the Tim Holtz tiny attacher to staple that into place. And then this is going to go on the reverse side of that first tag that I added into my little journal, which is also from Scrap FX. So once that was stuck in place, I then found a couple of pieces of ribbon that coordinated with the tags, and I popped those through the top hole in the tags as well, and then that just kind of finished it off. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me create using the Sunrays and Leaf cutout tags from Scrap FX. They're great to play with and work so well with a really colourful background behind them. So thanks for watching. There's a couple of stills of both the tags just coming up any second now. You can have a little look at those. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video, and I hope to see you again soon.